Today we are going to talk about making a battery hammock or battery container for the Champ and the Trojan. Very simple little project. Takes about 5 minutes, and it pretty much eliminates the need for you to use Velcro on your battery. It keeps the batteries in anything, especially on the Champ because it's reversed. You'll see what I mean. So we'll show you here. I've never had a battery fall out of the Champ doing it this way, but I think it's a much better solution. So, okay, we're looking here at this hammock, and you can see this one's pretty worn at this point because I've had it in here for almost a year. But all I did was take a piece of cardboard here and cut it to the size of the hole, and I made it right up to the front of the wheel well. And then I painted yellow over it, and you can see it's sinking in now because it is so old. But I'm going to attach a battery so you can see the process of what it looks like. So here we're going to grab one of my batteries here, and we're going to talk about this too. I'm using a Thunder Power 125, I believe these are. Let's see real quick here. Yeah, 125 milliamp battery with my Champ. These batteries last about 15 minutes. 10 to 15 minutes, no problems, and I usually bring them down before they LVC because they just work so long that I get bored. So I got 2 of these, and I've been totally happy using these. I use the bigger ones, and you'll see those for the Trojan. But anyway, so what I do is I just turn my radio on. I connect the power, just like I normally would. And then instead of using Velcro, I pull this lip up, and I just push the battery in there, and that's it. I don't push it past the black because if that goes in there, it's hard to get out. And this just holds the battery in, and you can see I'm going to flip the plane over and do some dropped landings, to simulate rough landing. Here we go. I flip it back over, and you can see the battery didn't even move. So it works a lot better than Velcro. So anyway, this is the Champ. I'll show you the Trojan next. This is my T28. You can see here I have a new cable I had to solder, and I actually crashed one time so hard that the battery actually did eject, and it ripped the connector off. Be aware that it would have done that if I had Velcro or with the hammock, either way. Now you can see on this airplane the hammock is reversed, and all I did was take a piece of cardstock and cut it with scissors to make it this size, and then I put tape over it, like this whole piece. I just cut a big piece of storage tape, and it's taped from like here to here and over it so that it holds it in. And then I put it down in there. So make sure not to make it like this long, or you won't be able to get the battery in. You got to keep it about this long, and you practice with it before you make it final. So put the piece here and then pretend like you're putting the battery in, because you don't want to crimp this wire so that it breaks. It's a little easier on the Champ than it was on this one, but you want to, for both of them, you want to make sure that you're not making them too long. So then all you do, and this is, you'll see, this is the 160 milliamp battery from Thunder Power. And once again, I really recommend these batteries. Don't ruin them because you fly them too long, but they do a better job. So turn on my remote, plug this guy in, and then I just simply slide this in and plug that. Now this one, you can see it moves around a little bit more, but I've only had it come out once in a bad front nose crash. It usually doesn't come out. One of the things you could do to fix that is to put another piece across here, right there, and I'm actually probably going to do that with this airplane. Just fill this in with another piece, and what that'll do is that'll keep the wire from being able to move forward. So you put a hammock part here and a hammock part here, and that's how you do it for this airplane. Because once again, with the Champ, it's up here, and the battery slides this way. So then you're not having an issue with it sliding out when you crash. But because this one goes this way, if you crash into your nose, this will push forward. Now you can see even with me doing this, it's hard for the battery to come all the way out. It's not going to pop. It pushes it back in. But, if you want to be safe, for this airplane, put a second piece right here to hold the wires, and you just tuck the wires underneath. And that's it. Enjoy.